so much for joining us on 2K TV. It's nice to have you on the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. The best that I can, honestly. Just trying to stay out of the mix and hopefully everything can calm down.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is your third season with the Aces, correct? What are you looking forward to in the upcoming season?
I would just have to say, just finally getting to my groove. I think, rookie year, you're figuring it out. Your second year, you're still kind of learning. And now third year, you're really kind of getting to your groove and getting to feel with the league and kind of what people expect from you and things like that. So I'm just excited to be on the court with my teammates and continue to play. I think I'm finally slowly making my way out of the stage of, not knowing what to do and finally starting to learn the game at a personal level.
You said on Twitter that you were doing a lot of at-home workouts. What's your favorite?
Ooh, I really like anything like band work. I love working with my bands, my elastic bands. Working on my glutes, the biggest thing. I'm not a fan of planking, but I've actually found, love for it because I really try to get my core. So planking, the most basic thing, a lot of body weight things.
There is the WNBA and NBA 2K now. That's really cool because it's the first year that we were doing it. How do you think this helps the league?
Oh man, it helps us out so much. I mean, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not really into it, but I've always seen somebody on my Instagram or someone on Twitter or someone that just comes up to me and like Target, and they're like, "Whoa, like who's dope on the game, like this, that, third," and I'm like, "Wow, like that's pretty cool. It's bringing attention to us like that," and I think it's a lot of fun. I can see kind of people doing the replays and stuff like that, and it's kind of cool for them to kind of have us all the way down to just like my legs do things like that.
So have you seen yourself in the game thus far, and what do you think about yourself in the game?
I really wish that I could have my fingernails painted because I really love that. But other than that, it looks just like me.
Past or present WNBA players, who is your all-time starting five?
Ooh, past, present. Okay, I gotta have Coach Staley as my PG. Let me have like Diana Taurasi at my 2, Lisa Leslie at my 5, Stewie at my 3. And then like Candace Parker at my 4. I think that's a legit squad.
That is a good. What?
I'm just thinking about how like we could be really good. That's a big team.
That is a big team. You were the #1 pick of your draft year. Do you have any advice for the picks coming in?
I would just have to say be a sponge and not a rock. I think that's the biggest thing, is taking as much information as you can. It's going to be tough because you may go to a team where the coach expects a lot from you as a rookie. I know Bill expects a lot from me as a rookie, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I don't even know what I'm getting myself into. And it can be hard at times, but you still have to maintain and be who you are, show everybody why you were drafted whenever you win. And I think that's...
NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Johnson. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with money. Then it's T, and it's Silk, and at the small forward. Mr. Fundamentals, it's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Cool hands passes to Ranger. T is guarded by Johnson. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Johnson. Lock at 6. Pass to T. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. We play just over a minute here in the first. Watson, the pass to Cool Hands. Here's Thunder. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Pass to Silk. to the middle. Here's T. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
He had very little resistance, and he had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Watson, Thunder, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Second chance shot, and Johnson with the lay-in good.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D real.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Howard. Yep, that one goes in there. Cool Hands got 5 points so far.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Howard. Stolen. Out on his own on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup. That's 7 points for Cool Hands.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's Howard. Got a piece of it. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and it's blocked. And the pass to Johnson. Missed inside. Here's Cool Hands. He has 7. Has the rain. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. This is to Johnson. Here's T. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Johnson. Here's Silk. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Watson. Here's Thunder. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
And yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
teams will make substitutions. Now, here's Howard, guarded closer to the right side. Pass to Morrow. Now, Howard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here we go. And here we go. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Finished off the break.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Back to Howard. On the clock. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
The Cobra, and he makes good on the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Shoots off the step back. The shot will not fall. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Passes it to Raymond. The pass to T. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bailey passes to Morrow. Howard kicks to Morrow. Here's T. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Here's T. And a missed layup. Here's Rain Man. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. Mavericks checked in for Rain Man. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
It's kind of a comedy of errors for him in this first half thus far. Just been all over the place.
Here's the Cobra. Down low. Makes it off the glass. And it's 6 points for T.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Thunder. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the home team. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Elliott is out there with Thunder. And there's Bottoms. Then it's T. And it's Morrow in at the 4-man position. Here's T. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thunder passes to Elliott. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
First one falls for. Thunder's check in for deep. And both free throws good for Elliott. Here's the Cobra. To the paint. Here's T. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. Here's Bailey. No points in the game yet for him. Elliott passes to Morrow. Here's Thunder. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thunder's got his first bucket in this one. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Here's Maverick, and the basket is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here is Elliott. They get a hand on it. Pass to Thunder. To the inside. Johnson inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And that one falls for Johnson. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game system is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. letting guys pick their players like old school on the park, I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against you. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Maverick passes to T. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Cool hands. That shot missing. Down low, here's Thunder, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Watson is checked in for Maverick.
Getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Cool Hands. 7 points in the game. Passes to T. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
But he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Here's Elliott. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Elliott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Thunder. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Rainman checked in for T. And that one misses. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The pass to Silk. He feeds it to Johnson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Second shot opportunity, and Johnson finishes off inside. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Toughness and energy on the boards, an easy putback to show forward.
Pass to Rainman. Here's Cool Hands. And no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Howard, the pass to Silk. Over to the left wing. And the lead is down inside single digits. And it's 6 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Cool Hands. He's got 7. Pass to Rainman. Puts it up from 15. They grab their own miss. T. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Pass to Howard. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Howard's got his second bucket.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
The pass to T. Here's Rainman. From deep. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
They get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
T. He's checked in for Thunder. .151 left in the first half of the game. Outside Howard. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Here's T. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Johnson. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. And the basket by Johnson.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Poked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Howard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The Cobra is checked in for cool hands. .58 seconds left in the first half. Over to the wing. Passes it to Watson. Clock at 6. Goes up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Now, here's Howard. 10 points for him. A floater. That one's not going to go. Howard with the steal. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's the Cobra. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The home team up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it out to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel. Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Money.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. T is out there with Rain Man. And it's Cool Hands. And it's Thunder. And it's Watson in at the 2. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And there's There's the pass to T. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Take a break. Take a break.
Do something.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's Reno. Five to shoot.
And the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Howard. Tight defense on him. Can't connect from short range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Cool Hands. 7 points in the game. The offensive rebound. And finally, that one's good. T's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Johnson dishes to Howard. Pulls up on the wing. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Howard. 14 points for him. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Here's T, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Silk's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Watson, the pass to Cool Hands. Here's Thunder. He's got 8. Passes it to T. Releases. From the top of the key, he buries it. T's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Checked in for the Wizards. Here's Thunder. He's got 5. There's the pass to Silk. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Here's T. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Cool hands passes to Raymond. Here's T. They get the rebound. Here's Cool Hands. 7 points in the game. Inside, T. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Silk. Feeds it to Morrow. On Saturday, then on Monday.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Bailey's checked in for Silk. And Morrow drops them both. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Passes it to the Cobra. And the pass to Raymond. Pass to Maverick. It's stolen by G. And he uses the glass on the layup. Elliott's got 6.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Passes it to Maverick. The pass to the Cobra. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. But they'll get another chance. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by G. Here's Bailey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to T. Shot from the low block. The shot is good off the backboard. D passes to T. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And T is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. free throw, no good. Goes up off the inbound. To the wing on the left. Here's Rayman. The quick look, no good that time.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the middle. Here's T. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. T's got 11 points.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Rainman. He's got 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup falls. 6 points for Maverick.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
Kicks it to G. Pass to T. Pass to Morrow. Count it.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
36 seconds left to play in the third. The Cobra passes to Raymond. Here's the Cobra. Offline with the baseline jumper. The Cobra's gone 1 of 4 so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. Do something.
The free throw drops for Elliott. He doesn't get the second one.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Basket good. T's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Bottoms is out there with Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals. And there's Money. And it's Silken at the 3, the small forward. Johnson right side. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Now the pass to the Cobra. Kicked away. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Pass to Johnson to tie it up. It's hauled in by Watson.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
D is guarded by Howard. Passes to the Cobra. A three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The Cobra's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Now here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And there's the pass to Thunder. Here's T. Pass to Raymond. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Hits the three-point bomb.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
T, the pass to Cool Hands. A steal. Unhindered, going all the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Take a break. Take a break. 3 shots.
First one falls for. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
To the paint. Lays it up off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. And they've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's Howard. He's covered closely.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
Passes it to T. Johnson with some nice D. It's Howard with the drive. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. T's checked in for Bottoms. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Silk passes to Howard. Ball's knocked loose, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off the inbound, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
And he sinks the second. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple
Bucket is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again. Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Cool hands passes to Rainman. Here's Thunder. The pass to Cool Hands. Shot clock at 6. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take. Because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
Cool Hands gone 2 or 3 shooting from deep here. Now, here's Howard. T right on him. Here's Johnson. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Johnson's gone 4 of 8 from the field. Pass to T. Down low. Here's Cool Hands. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Yeah, Kevin, this is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Outside Howard. Drops in the tray. Howard's got 19 points.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact for the D.
Pass to Thunder. Here's Rainman. 6 on the shot clock. T. Some solid defense from Johnson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Watson, the pass to T. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Johnson. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
He's just been one of those nights for him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. A stupendous finish in traffic. Mr. Fundamentals got 6 here in this quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Greg, this game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
Here's Watson. Lays it up and takes it in.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
No, he's reading the defense, sensing the opening. He doesn't hesitate.
And here's the fast break. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with Cook. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Now, here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. Here's Silk. That went off the back iron and out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
There's the pass to Cool Hands. Kept alive. Here's Rainman. And at last they get one to fall. Rainman's gone nice. 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. version of our Jordan player of the game, T.
And it's been another dominant night on the glass for him. Some of his other numbers might change from game to game, but you know he's going to give you double-digit rebounds. It's impossible to keep him off the glass. His energy level is that good.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bites. Kevin?
Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it up. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't hit a bigger bucket than that. That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count him and make some shots.
Here's Coolhams inside. Here's T. Got it!
And they do have a foul to give.
Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Rest mode.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Howard. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so they get the victory here at home. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Weber, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
What is you thinking, Marcus?